there's like trucks of dishes going down the street all the time. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be in a comedy movie where there was like, you know, like there's cats and like, I mean, what the hell is going on here? I'm Shepard Fairey. I'm 47 years old. I am from Los Angeles, California. I'm a visual artist, street artist, designer, an activist, and a music lover. A lot of my interests have influenced my work. I grew up skateboarding and listening to punk rock, and so the graphics and do-it-yourself approach to both of those cultures was very impactful for me.
My war, you're one of them, you say. You're my friend, but you're one of them.
Things like pop art. I love Andy Warhol, Robert Rauschenberg, Jasper Johns, propaganda art, and advertising, which is also a form of propaganda art. So whether it's Russian constructivism or Cuban art or, you know, Coca-Cola, I try to look at these techniques of persuasion and use them in my work. I listen to a lot of music. I get a lot of inspiration from lyrics. And to me, they're the modern poetry. So when I see an analogy between music lyrics and the way in which I try to simplify my images down to their most potent and iconic essence.
When they get you up under, how you gonna go? With your hands on your head, on the trigger of your gun.
My Obey Giant campaign started very, very humbly as just a 2.5-inch sticker of Andre the Giant, which I gave to some skateboard and punk rock friends. And it went viral before the internet, like a punk rock chain letter. But I saw the potential to grow it into something a little bit more profound, a little more serious. And what I like most about that campaign that's now been going for 28 years, it started from nothing. And I can say, here is a case study to anyone that says, I don't have any money, I can't do anything, I have no choice but to be a spectator in this world. I say that's not true. And I have my own project as evidence that that's not true. I like to work on the street because it's important to me philosophically to connect with people where they live. When people only encounter advertising, then they start to become used to the idea that on the street, the only kind of communication should be advertising. I'd like to disrupt that idea. I've been a really big fan of Ville's work for a long time. The first thing that struck me was the poetry of the concept of creation and destruction simultaneously, because he's chiseling out of a wall, which some people could say was destructive, but it's also creating an image. And I think that this is a very concise metaphor for the cycle of life.
Eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo e não deixam nada. Eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo e não deixam nada.
I'm afraid that we as a species, as human beings, will be too short-sighted to provide for the next generations everything we took for granted for ourselves. I'm terrified by that idea. Even a perfect day is not perfect because I'm perpetually dissatisfied. There is no such thing as perfection for me. So even if I achieved a lot and I should be proud of it and I should be happy, I still think I could have done more. I still think that there's more to do, because there is always more to do.
Eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo e não deixam nada. Eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo, eles comem tudo e não deixam nada.
Have the right not to be good. National strength. My policeman, these are your rights.